MealTrain is an easy-to-use online tool to schedule and plan meal giving for those who need it. And MealTrain, sponsored by Magnolia, offers resources, information, and recipes specifically designed for women with breast cancer.
Melinda had moved to our town, and shortly after she moved, she was diagnosed with breast cancer.
I moved to this town 4 months before I was diagnosed, so I didn't really know a lot of people.
I met Melinda actually 2 months prior to her being diagnosed with breast cancer. When Margaret told me the news, like 2 months later, my heart just sank.
I was one of the only people she knew, and I was trying to figure out how to help her most, and I came across MealTrain. I thought it'd be a good thing if we could get some meals to her and her family.
She initiated setting it up and distributed the lists, the emails to everybody.
All of our friends got involved. Actually, some of my friends that didn't even know Melinda was like, that's horrible, someone new into this town. So we just all got involved.
Before you knew it, we had rapid fire meals at our doorstep.
Coordinating MealTrain could not be easier. It's super helpful, and people are so willing to make a meal. It's simple.
It's just such an easy tool that anyone could get, log in and saying, oh, this person's bringing this meal on Monday, without even calling, the persons that's getting the meals.
It's an online tool, and everyone can access their computer. You can just pick the date that you want. You can deliver that meal to the family.
There's a section that says, her dietary needs, and also for the kids, what they like. And you can see what someone's bringing on Monday or Wednesday or Friday. So if one person's bringing a pasta dish on Monday, you could bring something, the next day with like a chicken dish. So there's no repetition.
You don't have to be a gourmet chef. I am not a gourmet chef by any means. It's spaghetti and meatballs, or it's takeout.
If you want to go to a specific restaurant, it could be that easy. Call them up, put it on mealtrain.com saying, this restaurant's going to be delivering food this day. It's that easy.
One of the worries of a mother is making sure your kids have food on the table and that they're being fed meals that are not fast food. So for me, knowing that at least 3 times a week we have a good choice takes away that worry from my mind and makes me have the opportunity to be able to spend the time with my kids that I want to do so desperately.
There's a lot of treatments that the people have to go through, and they don't have time to think about meals. They don't have time to shop. Melinda has been overwhelmed by the amount of meals that we have been able to deliver her through mealtrain.com. It's just taken a big burden off of her through this illness.
MealTrain did become a social resource for me. People that I didn't even know who heard about my story wanted to contribute and wanted to help, and were able to do so through MealTrain. And I would see faces that I'd never met before, but were always there with a hug and a warm plate of food. And the gratitude that I have for those people has been a great foundation for friendships that have only gotten better.